Hello everyone. It's deep into November, dark evenings, getting darker into the daytime. That typical winter weather, in a sense made worse by being deep into lockdown as well. So I really hope you're doing okay. And It's great catching up with lots of people through technology and things. But we're all very aware of how yet again we're having to be at a distance from everyone and under restrictions. So I thought I'd share some encouragement, I hope for you, from the story of Zacchaeus, which is a very familiar story to many of you, I'm sure. Luke 19, 1 to 10, and we read this morning in morning prayer, and you'll remember that. There's Jesus traveling along, walking along in a crowd, and there's this little guy who's a tax collector called Zacchaeus, and he's described as short, so he's smaller than most of the people around him. He's in a crowd, and he can't get sight of Jesus, so he runs on ahead and he climbs a tree. And then as Jesus comes to the point where Zacchaeus is up in the tree, he calls him by name and invites himself to eat at Zacchaeus' house. And there's this turnaround in Zacchaeus' life where he responds to Jesus by repenting and believing, which is what Jesus calls for from all of his all encounters, really. That's what he calls for from you and me: repent and believe. In other words, we change our minds, we turn our mind towards him, we turn our lives towards him, we turn around and we begin to walk in the actions and behaviors and the ways of Jesus himself. And that's what happens for Zacchaeus. And that passage finishes by Jesus saying, "For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost." And so that story is used as an illustration of Jesus coming to seek and to save lost people. Zacchaeus was lost, and then he found Jesus, or in a sense, Jesus found him. And that's one of the things that really drew my attention. I was thinking about the numbers of time in that passage where it talks about seeing, and it uses these words to do with vision and seeing and looking and stuff like that. And it struck me as I was reflecting on it that sometimes we can't see Jesus because our circumstances get in the way, and there's lots of reasons at this time why it might mean that we might find it hard to see Jesus. Because of just the attritional, challenging nature of being in lockdown yet again, being in these situations yet again, finding it a bit difficult to see Jesus. And there, like Zacchaeus had two things counting against him: his height and the crowd. So what he did was he didn't rather run away, did he? Instead, what he did is he ran ahead. So don't run away, run ahead. And he ran ahead and he found somewhere where he could get higher. So he ran ahead and got higher. And I think that's really important for us. We could easily run away into all sorts of different responses that mean that we kind of we therefore will find it even harder to see Jesus. Or we run ahead, we kind of, in a sense, change our posture and perspective, so we get higher as well in order to see Jesus like Zacchaeus did. And he wasn't doing it. It seems to be an attention seeker. He just wanted to see Jesus. And that's a really good thing for us to remember, is, actually there's just get into a place where you can fix your eyes on Jesus. Don't worry about what else will happen. Just, rather than running away, instead get into a place where you can just pay some attention to Jesus. And I think that's really important at the moment, where we've got all these circumstances around us and all these challenges. Just get to that kind of place. It can be very simple things that you do to enable you to look at, to see Jesus. Simple things like read a bit of the Bible, go back to a favourite verse, listen to a worship song, go for a walk on the beach with Jesus. Something like those kinds of things. Just move into another chair in the house and say, right, I'm going to just fix my eyes on Jesus and have a cup of tea at the same time. Whatever it is, do that and then see what happens. You see, I think it's in those moments, as we fix our eyes on Jesus, that we find that he looks up and he invites us into the room, in a sense, that we have made available, that we've created. So can I encourage you at this time to be people who just seek to be in the place where you see Jesus. Don't run away. Run ahead. Climb the tree, whatever that means for you, and be in that place of looking for Jesus, at Jesus, setting your eyes on him. And I know that he will meet you.